Well, hello there. So, we just. Well, let me start this off. I am HT Farms, and in the last episode, we were combining sunflowers, which we got that done, and then we harvested this little cornfield. And so our grand total into sunflowers is over 10,000 bushels, which goes by more than sorghum was. So right now we have over 10,000 for sorghum, sunflowers, and then we just have 4,000 bushels of soybeans, or a little over. So, but we got some fields that'll probably make that go up. But we're now starting in the next bigger field here, and the corn harvest. We're gonna harvest the corn and get that into the bins next. So all of our sunflowers are off, so now we're just gonna work on taking the headlands off of this field and then gonna start harvesting this said cornfield. So it is still November 1st. It is 1 o'clock end game. No, we started harvesting the sunflowers at 9 in the morning. So even though they weren't yielding properly, they still end up filling all of the trucks we have here. And I mean, we have every single truck we have. We have the 4 Mack grain trucks and then the 2 semis we recently picked up. And they've gotten full twice. So, we're just gonna open up this field and we're just gonna kick back and harvest some corn, and then at the end of this in the episode, whenever I feel like it, I suppose, and then work on harvesting this field off screen because this is a big field and I don't like doing the same job or harvesting the same field in the next episode. So I like to do the work and get it done so we can progress into the next field. So that's kind of where everything is at, and we're gonna just keep going at it. I'm gonna click cruise control on and we sit back and try to see if we can get down to the other end on one hopper. So we got a lot of field work to do and a lot more ahead of us to get this all ready to go for next year. So that is where the fun will be. I'm back. Sorry, I had to take a phone call that was actually very important for me to take because I am working on trading a vehicle for a different vehicle within my family. So I had to take that phone call because I just got word that it's done. And it's fixed. And the seat's getting repaired apparently. And then, as of not this weekend, next weekend. Well, depending when you see this, because right now it is July 28th. So, but as of either the beginning of August or the middle of August, I will be trading one vehicle for a newer vehicle. So, which that reminds me, I want to buy that pickup because I have a mod that's similar to my pickup I have that I will be trading off for. So, if you're wondering to what I'd be trading it for, so my whole high school year, when I was in high school, to pretty much now, I have a 96 F250 with a 5-speed manual, and that pickup has been with me everywhere from going to one town to the next to the next. It came with me everywhere I moved, everywhere I went. That pickup came with me everywhere. It was the first high school vehicle. It was also the first vehicle that I learned how to drive a manual. Also the first vehicle where I've had issues to learn to fix and become a mechanic on it, because it's a 96 with over 300,000 miles on it. But it's getting to the point that sticking in $600 pretty much every time after I drive it for a while is getting kind of ridiculous. And right now I need a vehicle. I needed a vehicle that will actually last longer than about maybe 2-3 months long. So I'm trading the 96 for a 2013 Ram. But in my opinion, it's still Dodge. But any other way, I'll be trading that for that. So, and it's one of those bittersweet feelings that you can have. It's like, don't want to get rid of it because you've had it so long, and you've built memories in it, and it's gone everywhere with you. But then you also realize that you can't continue to stick money and fixing it and trying to keep it on the road as much as you can. It's to that point that I live pretty far away from my family, and so especially during the holidays when it's winter where I live, don't really want to be broken down on the side of the road in between where I live now and on my way back to my actual home. So it's just one of those type things. Is like, I have to do it. Do I want to do it? Not really, but it will benefit me in the end. So I will no longer be a proud owner of a F250 96 anymore. So if you're wondering why it's called a 96, it's 1996. And so we just used the last two numbers from its year because my grandfather has a 2500 Dodge pickup. So we used to call mine the 3/4 ton. Well, now he started calling his Ram the 3/4 ton. So we end up calling mine the 96. And it stuck with it. That was basically its name for a long time, until I started calling it the Hopes and Dream Mobile because it seemed to be running off more hopes and dreams than it was actually running off of anything. So yeah. So, like I said, it's bittersweet, but off to the new adventures. Like everything, all good things must come to an end eventually. But on this side note is that I will still be able to drive it. I will still eventually be able to get it back one day when I have the time to actually go through and rebuild it, or unless my grandfather gets to it before I do. But it's just one of those, what can you do? So I really like to trade my 96 in for a 2020 F250 like the one I have in this game because I like the body style. But a 2013 Dodge is still good. I like that pickup anyways, so it is what it is. And eventually in this game save I will have my 96 variant in the game and being used in my large scale farming that we're doing, and stupidly enough doing it all by myself with no help. Gonna say this much, it kinda gets, my brain starts going a little fuzzy after a certain point in time when all you see is just, you continue to watch the corn feed through the header once after a while. But it is what it is. We'll get to the end here, and I'll show you guys the mod I have that is similar to my pickup I have right now. Tell here soon. So if the combine will make it to the very end, because it is at 98%, which it probably won't. Get ready to hit the brakes, because it's not. Oh, oh well. We got more of this corn anyways, so losing a little bit isn't gonna hurt anything. Well, we're gonna just drive it here so we can bring one of the semis down. Anywho, go into the store. It would be cars. Yes, I end up having to pull out a little bit more of a loan too, due to the fact that service costs. The combine has almost 10 hours, so it had a service that and it cost me about 10 grand. So right here, it's a 90. This one's a 97, but mine's a 96 and just an extended cab. It isn't this or a Cummins. It's a gas. So it has, I would say, a lift kit like this with those wheels. It doesn't have a bumper like this. It has custom made bumpers, toolbox. I like the first one better. So its main color, it wouldn't be that. That's close to it. And then the rims. So that's basically my 96. It's not a crew cab, it's just an extended cab. It is a long bed. It has a headache rack on it with a toolbox, and then the custom bumper is made out of tubes, so it comes up around like this by the grill. Then it's got two tubes, one on the top, one on the bottom, and then four tubes in between them that goes around. That's the bumper for that. And then the same in the back. It's got two tubes on it, and then one and a few in the middle. So, yeah. So no, we can't buy that right now. That is my 96. So, and I do have some Dodges in here, like a 2014. There was a mod at 19 that actually looked a lot like my grandpa's Dodge that I will be getting. So I would love to have that eventually, but for a mod. But I'm not gonna sit there and beg someone to do it. I'll just wait patiently to see if anyone mods it. If not, not a big deal for me, because right now there's a lot of good mods that is in this game that I never thought I would see into this game. So I didn't think a lot of these mods would be possible, like the honeybee headers. Those are some pretty dope headers we got right there, I will say that. And the case combines that custom modding released and made. And that I think that's a 2020, or that Ford F-250. There's a lot of good detailed mods. And so, and like I said, most of these mods are for our console, cross-platform, and then the rest, like the pickups, this Wilson trailer, I believe. A few of the things that I have right now are PC only mods. So, if you were wondering or curious how I got started into Farming Simulator, I started playing 2013 on Xbox 360. That was my first experience into Farming Simulator. And I put hours into that game. Like I put hours. I mean, I had everything. I had all the fields. I had 2 of every vehicle. And I was big time farming then on that. Or the actual, to me personally, the AI was actually a lot smarter in 13 than it is in the last few games. So I played 13 on the console. Then for my birthday, my grandfather got me a laptop, just a cheapo HP laptop that actually ran Farming Simulator pretty well on. So I played 15 on the computer. That was my first experience into playing Farming Simulator on computer and finding mods and modding the holy piss out of that game. Then 17 came out and my computer couldn't. Oh, I don't even have the combine running. Oh, Jesus. No crops were harmed in the making of this video. Anyways, when 17 came out, my computer could no longer handle that game, so I end up buying it for the console and just playing it on console. So, but even then, that's when Giant started letting mods come to console. And there was pretty decent mods that came from console, but I missed the computer mods I could get that were a little bit better than the console mods. And so then I eventually went out and I bought a gaming laptop my senior year of high school, and then I bought 17 for the computer and started playing 17 on the computer again. And then when 19 came out, November of 2018, again my senior year of high school, I think I either bought 19 or someone gifted to me as a gift from Steam. I don't really remember. Any other way, then I started playing 19 on the laptop for a while, and then when I graduated high school, I went out and I bought my first gaming tower, gaming PC, pre-built. But I bought that, and then I started playing 19 on that computer, and then I fell into a loophole of buying a steering wheel, buying joysticks, and buying two monitors, and building my setup and creating it and designing it, and came out with a pretty cool setup I have here. It's not 100% accurate to a tractor cab, but it's close enough. And someday I will probably live stream and you'll probably see it in a live stream. But as of right now, I'm not planning to do any of the sorts. And I'm just going to continue like this all the way down. Which I don't know why I didn't just turn in more, but oh well. I'm just gonna finish it off this way. So, yeah. That's how I got into Farming Simulator. And as soon as I heard they had announced 22, I pre-ordered it the same day before any other YouTubers that had partnerships with John Deere's that had the codes that you could use to save a little bit on it when you pre-ordered. No, I pre-ordered it full price, and and then the next day they had all the promos you could use to get it a little cheaper and all the passes you could get, and I'm like, well, crap. Because I wasn't hesitating. As soon as I saw the trailer for it, I ran to my computer, hopped on Steam, pre-ordered it the same day. Like, as soon as I saw that they had a preview for it, I watched the preview, I watched the trailer. It says you can pre-order now, and I just went and pre-ordered it as soon as I found that out. And for the short amount of time that 22 has been out, A lot of the modders got mods out pretty early into the game, pretty quick. Which that was okay with me because I don't really like Giants base in-game equipment anyways. I think as of now excuse me, I think the only thing I have base game is the case corn header and this field trailer that I am not using right now because it has no purpose right now because I can't carry DAF. Anywho, I think those are the only two. No, because I have the Kubota, that's Giant software. So never mind, I have the Kubota pack and the attachment, so I have the skid steer. So I have a few of Giants' base equipment they have made, but not a lot of it. I know all the tractors I have are modded tractors, besides the Kubota. The Massey's I have, those are mods. This combine's a mod. The Mack truck over there is a mod. The other Mack truck I have is a mod. All four of the other Mack trucks I have, those are a mod. The Cedars are a mod. The Planter is a mod. Honeybee is a mod. The Pickup is a mod. The Land Roller is a mod. The Plow is a mod. Yeah. Only like a handful of equipment or base game equipment, and that is it. So yeah. No, by the time I'm done with harvest, I am never gonna want to harvest corn again. But I probably will. The one crop I'm not looking forward to harvesting is my wheat crop, because we got a lot of wheat. That's not really worth anything either. But that's okay, because the plan with wheat is to make the planting seed that we're gonna need for the season. So I'm gonna go back down and up. Let's open this up wider. So yeah. I'm actually looking forward to our season when we actually get to harvest the crops that I planted and put in the ground. Because then it's not such a time crunch of trying to get everything harvested. Because right now we're on, like I said, is November 1st, and we still got quite a bit of acreage still to cover for field wise. There's like 3 more cornfields and then 2 soybean fields that need to be harvested yet still. So I'm actually going to be probably doing nighttime harvest in this field because like I said, it's already 110 in the game. So if we do get into the dark time of harvesting this field, I will probably do an episode of doing harvest combining in the dark, especially with Dusty Lands, because I want to see how that looks in the dark. Because I do have the Dusty Land or Dusty Field mod on, if you can tell. So I'll like to test that theory, and I'm pretty sure this field will get me into the dark. Especially since it is fall, so it will get darker quicker, so yeah. I should be able to make it back down. Well, this might be a shorter episode just because you guys kind of get the idea again, this is what we're doing. I wanted to wait to start this field to record the opening of this field. And this field is too long that we're not going to be really opening the other end of it right away. And so we're just going to open this end here up and try to straighten this up a little bit better than I did before. And I'm going to open this up so we got room to turn around and have the trucks down here. Because I'm going to have to have 2 trucks down at the end. I'm not at the same end. I'm going to have 1 Mack truck down at this end, the Mack truck at the other end, and then the 4 grain Mack trucks we got will be down the center of the field, going down the length of the field. So no matter where I get full at, there's at least hopefully some sort of truck there to unload into. So that's kind of what we're gonna do. I'm already gonna tell there's gonna be a lot of corn that's coming off this field, so even though there's weeds in it. And I believe this is one of my bigger fields I own, so I believe, maybe not. I think the one that's actually by the farmyard, that's probably the biggest, I believe. I'm just hoping I'll be able to get everything off and we don't lose anything, because we got loans to pay and maintenance fees to pay. I mean, combine's already at 10 hours now, and we just got this not that long ago, so the combine is putting hours on. I've had to fill it up 4 times already, so it is processing a lot of bushels into itself. And the crappy part of harvesting sunflowers and corn, harvesting those crops, the combine takes a higher hit. Gets damaged faster, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And I'm gonna miss some. Oh well. So we're gonna get down hopefully to the end, to the semi, and hopefully be able to unload it before the end of this, by the time we get to the end of this run. Hopefully. But I'm at 90% now, so we're not gonna make it down there by then. At 98, nope, never mind, read that wrong. 96, we're at 96% right now. 97. 98. And we're gonna start pulling. Because the combine was not going to get to the end as I hoped. And this truck is going to be full already. Nice. Well, this is going to be a fun field to harvest if one truck is already full. Well, I think I'm gonna let the combine unload, and once it's done unloading, we're gonna end the video right here. I got a lot of videos I still need to edit and get uploaded yet. So that's hopefully that's my plan this weekend, is to get more content created, worked on, uploaded. Because like I said, next weekend I won't be home to continue to record. So with that being said, I am HD Farms. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next. Bye. Wrong buttons.